Good morning. Welcome to AVNewsCast.com.
Morning.
Good morning, you guys.
That's what I get for not having my headphones on.
See? I was counting it down, but...
Yeah, I heard you.
There was a good conversation
I was just thinking of Justin Ross Harris, the 33-year-old that left his baby in the car in Georgia.
Uh-huh.
And I was just looking at his pictures, and I'm saying to myself, wives know, women know what they're married to. And I'm really not trying to put any blame out there.
Men don't?
Just hear me out.
Okay. Because we're not dumb.
Okay.
Oh.
No, but my point is this. You're trying to push your husband to be more responsible, but this is the life of your child. If you have a husband that's never really shown a whole lot of interest and is consistently not attentive to your child, why make him do something that he's not capable of doing, like taking a kid to childcare? Because to me, and I'm making an assumption, he didn't typically take the baby to daycare in the morning. Because if it was a typical routine, then he would have just did what he was accustomed to doing on a regular basis.
I can get it that you leave your laptop in a car and forget that you left it in there.
And it's dead now because it's 100 degrees all day.
But you know what? I cannot buy the fact that you left the child. The child is in the back seat, got to be talking the whole way to school, okay?
Maybe the baby went to sleep.
I mean, you put the child in, you strapped him into the car seat.
Yeah.
You can't forget.
Well, people do. This is not the first time we've heard this. And that's what I'm saying. You got to know who your sibling is. I mean, who your spouse is. If you've got somebody that's consistently not attentive, doesn't show a whole lot of responsibility, don't give him the life of your child to do something with. Or at least call him. When he gets to work, did the baby make it all right to daycare? Or call the daycare. Don't leave it to chance.
Is that what he's claiming?
He said he forgot. Yeah, he said he forgot.
He's an idiot.
He is an idiot.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You can't forget.
People forget. This is not the first time. This is like, we hear this every summer. We hear this.
Yeah.
Every summer. Not so much in the wintertime, though. Isn't that weird?
No, yeah.
You don't hear
survive
about it. Yeah, but still, the kid is still in the car for 8 hours in New York. You know what I mean? Like Chicago. The father left them. They would freeze all day.
Okay, he's still going to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Yeah, I don't
think
it should be. I don't think it should be felony murder, though. It should be what you said the first time.
Negligent homicide?
Yeah. Because he was negligent, and it resulted in the death of his child. He didn't intentionally try to murder his child.
We don't know that. People are terrible.
Yes, that's true.
Okay? We don't know that.
Smith.
Okay?
Yeah.
Can I just tell you one other thing, Jeff, before we get into whatever we're doing today?
Well, that tone of voice, yeah.
Yeah, because, I like British TV, so I watch a lot of BBC stuff. And I got hooked on this new program, and it's called Orphan Black.
Oh!
Do you watch it?
No, but it's one of those ones I've been feeling I should.
You should totally watch it. And the woman in it, she plays multiple characters. Basically, it's about some women that have been cloned. And so some agency has made like 9 women that looked exactly, cloned. And then they start coming across each other. And so, but what's so striking is that this girl is so talented because she plays 9 absolute different characters, like the best Sybil thing I've ever seen in my life.
With makeup on?
No, she looks exactly the same. What do you mean?
Oh, they're all the same.
Well, they're the same, but the personalities are
personality.
different. Yes. She is so talented.
Huh. Like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he's done it.
Yeah.
What?
In Nutty Professor movies.
Oh, come on. No, way better than that.
Okay.
I don't know. I like the old grandma.
I didn't watch Eddie Murphy's movies, so
you
I
didn't?
don't know.
Oh, he did the one where he was a king from another country.
Yeah.
Coming to America?
Yeah, that was great.
Okay, I saw that.
See?
I saw that in Poplar Bluff, Missouri.
I saw that. I like scary movies. I don't watch a lot of comedies.
I don't watch scary movies. Bad dreams.
Oh, we had actually Frank and I sent him into nightmares. Poor kid. We watched. It was about the Bell Witch.
Oh yeah,
story about the Bell Witch.
I saw that.
Yeah, it freaked him out.
Conjuring is the best.
Conjuring is awesome.
Yeah, that's the newest classic, I think.
with my friend.
Yeah, with your
Lorraine
friend.
Warren,
And I'm waiting for the next one. I mean, it's always good when they make them off of true stories.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've actually, if you your next book after you're grossed out by the hot zone, they have The Demonologist, which is...
I read it already. You
Oh,
told
did?
me.
The Case
Yeah.
Files? Okay.
I think I'll refresh it, though,
Yeah.
after I'm done with this. Well, I already freaked out with the hot zone, and I don't like touching much. Disgusting.
Do you use mustard or ketchup on your hot dogs?
Mustard.
Yeah, you're not supposed to use ketchup after you're 7.
What?
Or 11. 11 years old, you're not supposed to use ketchup. That's my brother-in-law, Gary, is totally up on all the hot dog rules, and you're not allowed ketchup after age 11.
Because why?
Why would you ask that?
Because it's just a kiddie thing.
Yeah, but look, consider the source.
No. He's like, he knows his hot dogs. He's
Why
like a
would
big
you ask
Chicago
that?
dog fiend. He knows.
And you can't have ketchup. Why?
Because it's a kiddie
It's a
thing.
kiddie thing.
It's like ketchup
Yeah.
on your eggs.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have ketchup after 11.
On anything?
No, on hot dogs. You can have it on burgers.
I don't
It's
know.
hot dogs. It's not supposed
Why would you ask me that?
I don't know.
Why? What?
to. Trying to make a point that we were going into a rat hole.
Yeah. There you go. That's it. Switching gears. Searchers yesterday found the dog again
Okay.
of the missing firefighter, Mike Herdman. The dog made it about 12 miles since the last time they saw the dog, when they lost him.
Wow.
And he ended up right back at the beginning of the trail where this entire event started. 12 miles. Very skinny, had lost a lot of weight.
Wow.
Very interesting
Hustling.
that he was back at the beginning of the trail.
I mean, do dogs really get lost?
They can, of course.
Yeah.
What do you
yeah.
mean?
I thought they had that intuition.
Homing
that they knew
pigeon
where to-
kind of
He's in
thing.
the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, if he was close enough to home, where he's been, a million
I had a
times.
dog. I don't care. You could drop his little behind off anywhere. His butt always made home by 5 o'clock. I swear to God.
I had a really good joke, but I'm going to let it go.
Why?
No, that's okay. I knew somebody like that too, but all right.
Yeah, he would squeeze out the bars because he was a little toy poodle, and he would leave in the morning when we left to go to work. And there was nothing I could do to get his behind back once he got out. And he would be on the grass every night when we got home. Like, what took you that? Like, I think you're supposed to be here like 15 minutes ago. Seriously. He would just run the streets.
And what happened to this dog eventually?
Why would you ask that?
Just curious.
He didn't get lost. Really, Steve Benson?
Well, your track record is not the best. You're doing good with this one. This one, you're doing good.
He didn't get lost.
He didn't?
No.
Full life?
No.
No, I'm sorry. Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, now I feel really
You
bad.
should.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Calabasas?
No.
No? I'm sorry. Okay. That does that. Okay, with the missing firefighter,
Yeah.
they've got about 100 people. Now they're scaling it down a little bit, but yesterday they had about 100 people. But what's interesting is they also had 2 drones. Okay? And it's interesting because also last night, 60 Minutes devoted about 20 minutes to the drone industry. I know you guys don't watch 60 Minutes, but anyway, they did. And they highlighted a company out of Austin, Texas, that makes these drones, right? And one of the drones that they make is the Phantom, which is, I believe, the same exact drone that Michael Stein has.
Oh, on his
Yeah, with the camera. Yeah, so they were
Nice.
showing all of that.
Uh-huh.
This is going to be a huge, huge industry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Very huge.
Yeah.
All right?
But you heard about the, at the hockey turn, afterwards, the people are piling out, and they saw a drone hovering around, and they thought it was the LAPD drone.
Yeah, and then they threw beer bottles at it.
Yeah, and
Why?
coats
Why
and jackets
would they
and
do
stuff.
that?
Because they didn't
And they
want
brought
the
it down.
LAPD spying
Yeah.
on them, and they dropped it down.
Oh, wow.
$1,200 drone.
Yeah.
Why would they
They
do
cracked.
that?
I don't know. But this was really very interesting. This is...
Well, I don't get the use of the drone if it's for infrared because he's clearly not warm anymore.
No, but you can get down. I mean, he was flying last night, this drone, through these little wormholes in trees. I mean, you could just fly it anywhere, right?
That's so cool. Men just love playing with their toys.
Yeah, and what's really cool is it could just be hovering like at 5 feet right in front of you, right? And you can grab the drone and walk it 20 feet away, okay? You could just drag it 20 feet away, let go, it'll go right back to where it's supposed to be. Very cool. But this is cutting edge industry right here, okay?
Yeah, it is.
If you want to get involved and start making drones, I'm telling
Jeff?
you.
Hey, I'm going home with the erector set.
There you go. Yeah, what are they saying about the lost firemen?
Well, right now, it's still search and rescue, okay? They haven't moved it to...
recovery.
Yeah, to recovery.
Where's his buddy that was with him?
I haven't heard about that.
Isn't that interesting?
It is, okay? It is. I haven't heard about him in the last few days.
Yeah.
It's been
So he's not
even
like
from
the
law
first.
enforcement.
He's not like the first guy out there to volunteer to go look for his buddy every day.
Well, that would have been like Scott Peterson. Remember Scott Peterson?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been, then everybody would have really pointed to this guy.
Okay, so he's not right by the wife saying, "Oh my goodness, we're going to find him. We're going to find him."
They gave the dog back to the wife yesterday.
So, but the best friend is just gone.
I haven't heard anything about him. Okay. Now, I would imagine that, they've questioned him and maybe even asked him to take a lie detector. Yeah, a polygraph. But nobody's even using his name right now.
I don't know about those polys. I mean, they would just make me nervous taking them anyway. Like, I wouldn't want to take one, ever.
A lot of people, even if you just take it, just for no reason, a lot of people fail.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
But there is a way, but you can beat them as well, and a lot of people can beat them. Have you ever heard about that, Jeff?
Yeah.
I would never be the one who, I would be so nervous.
Yeah, you'd stroke out.
Yeah, I would stroke out.
There's
no way.
You didn't watch The Americans?
Yeah.
I mean,
But they're talented.
But she puckered up her butt. They told her that's what you do. You have to take a polygraph test. Every time you say something, you pucker up your butt, and it sends a little chill through your body, and it gives a wrong baseline for your answering.
Nice.
Same kind of chill as what you get when you're lying.
Nice.
You just tense up.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's no way I'll take one of those.
I've had one.
I would just go into the building scared to death. You have to go to the police department. Lord knows if I'm coming out of there.
You remember we talked about 8-9 months ago about a brigadier general, his name is Jeffrey Sinclair, who was being tried in military court for sexual assault. And remember, one of the people, it was a woman, and she was still high-ranking. She was a lieutenant, I believe. Okay? And she testified to everything, and it looked like the military was just kind of stonewalling her. Okay?
She was raped?
Yeah. Okay? Many, many times. All right?
By this brigadier general?
By the brigadier general. All right? At the end of the day, what do you think happens to him?
He just goes back to his job?
All he got was a demotion.
Yeah.
Down 2 ranks to lieutenant colonel.
Yeah.
All right? He's been in the Army for 28 years. So I had to go look, okay? I had to go look and see really what kind of a demotion this is. All right? So he's been a demotion, and he loses some salary.
$5,000.
No. So he goes from $9,000 a month to $7,800 a month.
Stop. I said 1,000. So.
Okay? That's it. That's what happens to him. That sucks. Okay?
No,
that really sucks. I get that the
suck.
military takes care of their own, but they're taking care of the wrong one here.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, this is so beyond anything that we can contemplate, because what do we hear all the time when we talk about the military? They're honorable, they've got this code, they always tell the truth, they're above reproach, blah, 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 lie.
You can't paint the whole thing with a broad brush like that.
I don't want to, but I mean...
The people I met, the people I worked with, they had good character. So
yeah, but then how come the system that's supposed to uphold this great character is failing this woman?
You know what? I'll tell you what I believe, okay? I believe that he knew so many people, and he was so high.
Oh, of course.
And he was such a decorated war hero, okay, that really, really played into everybody's decision.
Which is disgusting.
Okay? He took responsibility for it.
So he admitted it and got a demotion, that's it?
Their stories didn't match. He took responsibility for it, but also claimed that, hey, she was willing, okay? Yeah, their stories
but
really
isn't that an offense in and of itself?
Yes, yeah.
So...
And
with the subordinate.
And they feel, the military feels that because he is the first high-level officer in decades that's been demoted 2 ranks. That's a big deal, 2 ranks. Okay?
That's ridiculous.
From brigadier general to lieutenant colonel, they said that's enough punishment. Okay?
That's a shame.
All right?
Women are being raped in the military left and right. I don't know why anybody would go in, though. Seriously. It's a big problem, and they're not taking care of that.
I guess you should go in the Navy, because that didn't
not so much in the Navy?
That didn't transpire at all. And I was in the intelligence community, too, where you got a smarter group of people, too, so I have to...
There is a guy in San Diego right now, naval officer. He's being, his trial jury deliberations begin today. He is the Match.com rapist.
Oh, dear.
Okay?
Yeah.
And he raped one woman from Match.com and another woman from ChristianSingles.com.
Oh, stop!
Okay? Yeah. And you know what? The girl from Match.com, this is interesting. Their first date was she invited him to her apartment.
Well, she's suing Match.com.
To watch a movie. Right.
I don't know why you would invite him to your apartment.
First date, no.
Exactly.
You know, I'm telling you, I mean, we talked about this before. Women have to take responsibility for the situation that they put themselves in. You know, I'm just saying. I'm not saying you invited this guy to rape you, but don't be an idiot and invite somebody that you're meeting online to your house.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who does that?
In today's world, that's crazy.
I mean, what did you think was going to happen? First of all, even if he didn't rape you, he was assuming he was going to get some.
She said he came on, in court, he came on strong from minute 1, as soon as the door closed.
Of course he did. Because who does that?
Right.
What wholesome woman does that?
So you're saying she gave him a signal?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
See, now I have a problem with that.
No, you don't do that.
I get it.
Listen, I'm just telling you. You don't go to a man's hotel room because they want to talk.
Kobe,
and Tyson. And you don't invite a man over to your house for the first date.
No.
You go
to Chili's where a lot of people can see.
You go to the coffee house, yes. And you know, when I did it, I had a plant. My girlfriend was there. And I was like, if I even look like this man is saying something crazy.
You know, I never have and never could, never will internet dating, ever.
Well, we know. I mean,
you're done.
You're only in a relationship because it blindsided you.
Wow.
Just keeping it real.
Golly.
You're like, oops.
I was blindsided. That's true. I was blindsided.
Yeah.
Okay, but I would never, ever go on. There's something wrong with that.
I don't know if I believe that it's something wrong with it, because it is very difficult to find quality individuals nowadays. It really is.
If you're not finding them, you need to get out of whatever you're doing and do something different.
Yeah, get outside that box.
Do something different like what?
I don't know.
Okay, that's when you figure out what?
Church.
I mean, come on now.
Okay.
You hear all kinds of stuff happening there, too. You do.
Get involved in other things. Okay? Either civic things going around the community. There's all kinds of groups, things to do. Get on a co-ed softball team.
There you go.
Okay? I don't know, something.
Women in comfortable shoes in the co-ed softball team.
Right.
Really, something.
Then you'll get the wrong hit.
By the way, I do know of a co-ed softball team that is starting up if you want to play. I don't mean that in a bad way. I do.
Whoa.
A friend of mine is starting a team. She's with the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
I can get you. I got a friend get you
I
on
thought it'd
ladies
be fun.
golf circuit.
I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah.
You told me to look out for you. I'm looking out. I got your back.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah. I'm playing softball.
I think it would be cool. She's going to show up to one game.
Yep.
That'll be it.
I played for
I saw the guy from the pit.
One season.
That's all the Abidak played.
See? Okay.
You saw the guy from the pit?
He was in flip-flops going to the red box.
What guy from what pit?
Bob Anderson. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And Cindy said, isn't that the guy Angie was going to
he's a big guy.
work out with? And he was, yeah.
He's no joke.
He's no joke.
He will kick your behind right into...
I saw a picture of him with Sandy Smith that she had posted on Facebook. Yeah, he is a big guy.
Yeah, he's no joke.
No.
Really sweet, though. But
very sweet.
If you're not... Yeah, if he's not working you out, I guess.
No, I mean, even when... Well, listen, let me tell you. When I first joined his gym, I did it with me and all the kids. Because I'm thinking, I'll get, a workout. So we go to class, and he says... I just want to let you guys all know that you can't quit. If you quit, then it makes the workout for everybody harder. And I'm saying to myself, like, uh-oh. Like, that ain't going to work for me. So we're running around.
You're doing sit-ups with the telephone pole across all of you?
It was just terrible because we're running around. And, of course, I get tired. So I'm like, I'm about to stop. He goes, hey. Oh. And he doesn't even raise his voice.
Oh,
it's just the way he says it, like, I'm not playing. And then I'm looking at the other people, I'm like, I'll be killing you guys, okay? And, you just force yourself because you know that he's no joke and he's going to make you pay.
How long do you go to those classes?
Oh, please. Are you kidding me? 3 times, I think. And
that was it?
Mm-hmm, and I kept saying to him, are you sure I'm in the beginning? No, I need the real beginning. And he's like, you'll be fine. Just keep coming. And I'm like, I'm scared.
Well, you're cleared to go do that stuff again now, right? I bet Sandy's listening to the show right now.
Yeah.
And Sandy's looking
Sandy's
for a party.
probably not listening to the show right now. Sandy has been doing this for 6 months.
I know it.
And she is awesome now.
5 o'clock in the morning every day.
Yeah. I've been riding my bike.
There you go.
I am impressed. I see her little bike routes. Mm-hmm. She's doing like 6 miles a day.
Yeah. I love it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I am impressed. There's no question about it. The new incoming Senate leader, California State Senate leader, Kevin DeLeon, he's a Democrat. Okay? I'm just mentioning that so you know. Thinks Governor Jerry Brown is out of his mind and has to be saved from himself. Quote.
Wow.
Okay? It's all about this high-speed bullet train. Okay?
Oh, okay.
To start it out in the middle of nowhere, in the, he calls it, in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the boondocks, is crazy. It needs to either start from L.A. or it needs to start from San Francisco. Okay? But this Tehachapi, Bakersfield thing, that's not where you put the bullet. Okay? It's not where you put the bullet train. He says no. Absolutely no.
Well, the feds are drying up, aren't they, too, on that?
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, they are.
We're not...
And it's interesting because the new House Majority Leader, California's very own Kevin McCarthy, he will do whatever he has to do to make sure not one federal dollar.
And everything
goes there.
They're banking on was all this private money that was going to be coming in, and there's not a penny of that.
Of course.
Well, what's the rationale to start in Tehachapi?
What is the rationale? It was cost, okay? And they thought they would start it there. That would be a good hub, and then they could build it out in all different directions from there. But that's not making sense.
But nobody's going to want to start.
Go to there, yeah.
No, you want to do something really cool? Go from L.A. to Frisco.
Yeah.
Okay? That'd be cool. But better yet, start it out with, let's get Nevada, let's get Las Vegas involved. Go from here
to Vegas?
To Vegas,
oh, yeah.
Okay?
From here to Vegas would be perfect.
How would that be? 20-minute ride.
Yep.
Oh, that's
ridiculous.
Wouldn't that be great?
And people would storm the Antelope Valley to get that train.
Right. Now, everybody thinks that this
problem
is going to be...
is, though, they would be on their way there. They'd just be anxious to get there. They would get there within minutes of their train having to leave. And when they come back, they'd be broke. So they wouldn't really be spending anything here. It'd be nice to have the train just taken out of here and people from here can go. That'd be great. But
I mean...
They're not going to... People coming from anywhere else aren't going to have any time on the first try and then no money on the way back.
20 minutes to get there? How expensive would it be? You could go work in Vegas.
I don't know, but...
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
And or you could live here and,
Yeah, you could commute.
It's amazing.
Now they're looking for maybe less expensive things like utilizing the Amtrak rails that are already existing.
Yeah.
Okay? No.
Yeah, I don't know why I
That
didn't think of that
makes
to begin
sense.
with.
You're not
Because
doing
here's the
that.
problem.
They're
I know.
laying down a new pipe.
But we want a 200-mile-an-hour bullet train. Mm-hmm. Right? I did it in Europe, and I'll tell you, it was
I
very
did too.
cool. Okay?
I did it from Madrid to Paris. Yeah, that was a nice ride.
I did it from England to France.
How long did it take?
I don't know. It was very quick. Okay? It was
Do you remember, Jeff?
It was at night. It was a long train ride, so it was at night. We went to bed and woke up. It was farther than going. It was like
Mine was
going up
like
to
an hour.
Washington State.
How stable is it?
You know, you didn't know that you were going that fast.
No.
It was very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know. The only way you would know is if you looked out the window and tried to keep your head just looking at one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then everything's just
It
going
was
by
great
really
when
fast.
another
Okay.
train went by. It was like, oh, whoa.
Yeah.
So if they utilize the Amtrak rails that are already existing, though, they're only rated maximum 140 miles an hour. 140 is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But how fast is the bullet supposed to go?
Well, China's over 200 miles an hour. And I think I want to say the one in Europe is about that, too.
Well, we need to step it up. I think going from here to Vegas we absolutely need to do that.
Yeah, here to Vegas is a
Yeah.
no-brainer.
I think that would be great.
Absolutely.
And you can get, Steve Will jump in with some money.
Yeah.
Now you got
Oh,
some
yeah.
private money. Mm-hmm. And everybody would be doing that.
Yeah, to Hatchabee.
To Larry.
And that's the crazy thing, because if it went from, let's say Palmdale to wherever, okay, up north, you can't go over the mountains, so you have to stop, get on a bus, take the bus over the mountains, then get back on the train. What kind of ride is that?
No.
That's a crazy
It's
thing.
a ride you're not going to do.
Yeah. I think this thing's going to stall for a while.
Yeah.
I really do.
Hatchabee.
I mean, between the court cases going on and federal dollars, I have a feeling it's going to stall for quite a while.
And
trying
where's
to
all
figure
that
it out.
money that's sitting there in reserve waiting to be spent? What's
No,
happening
it'll
with that?
disappear soon.
You go to Angie's fund?
Yeah.
It'll disappear.
Please let it go to Angie Phone. What's the lottery at right now?
It doesn't make any difference because no one in California is going to win.
Dang, really?
Yeah.
Why would you say? You're such a Debbie Downer. Do you
Debbie.
know that?
Wet towel.
Debbie.
So wet.
It doesn't. You know what? It
People
doesn't-
do win in California. People win in the Antelope Valley.
Yeah, one guy won $1 million, I think, over here on Palmdale Boulevard.
Yeah, there's another place in Quartz Hill that has
Yeah.
it's notorious for a winner.
Mike's Liquor Store.
Yes.
Right there on
Yeah,
50th.
and it happens, Steve.
Okay, I've
Mr. Wet
driven
Towel.
there purposely just to buy lottery tickets. I don't win.
Okay, well, you're never going to win
Right.
because of your disposition.
Right. God
That
said
little black storm
I have to
cloud
just
over
work
here.
hard.
Yes.
I've got to just work hard. Venture capitalist Tim Draper, he is the guy that is funding this measure. He's trying to get it on the ballot to divide California into 6 states.
Stop it.
Okay?
Just stop.
He thinks it would be great. It'll make government transparent. It'll
No, it
reduce
won't.
spending. It'll reduce costs. That would give us 6 more governors.
Woohoo!
It's the
And
stupidest
that's
idea.
the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
He's putting millions of his own money into this.
Because he wants to be governor of what little area he's carved out for
No,
himself.
he's decided that...
I
that
could see northern and southern split. I could see 2 different states. Because we
Jefferson.
are 2 different states.
Like North Carolina and South Carolina?
Yeah. East Virginia and West Virginia.
We
And
are.
where does Jefferson come from?
That's going to be the new state called Jefferson. That's just
Why?
what he came up with. Because it's his money, so he named it. That's what he wants to call it.
And we'd be in West California.
Yeah.
West California.
Silly.
Stupid
Silly.
idea. Okay? But he's funding it. And he has
And
to go out...
that's when you know when people got too much money and too much time on their hand. Because, I mean, just to even lay that out and say, how should we divide it? That's just too much time on your hand, dude.
Well, he's out. He's got people, and they're paid people, at 143 locations throughout the state today, and trying to get this on the November 2016 ballot. Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Yes.
I know. You know, there was an interesting article in the Sacramento Bee about Governor Jerry Brown and Neil Kashkari. And Jeff and I both listened to Neil.
Yep.
He took over for John and Ken on KFI. And he did, 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
How was he?
You know, I got to say, he did pretty good.
He's a good speaker?
Okay. Versus, he'd rather go to Congress and fight with them than do this show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one person, 4 hours is a long time.
What does he have to do? What has to happen in order for him to lose in November? Mm-hmm. All right. First thought was if he was to die. But then that was taken off the table because, and it's happened before, if he died, people would still probably vote for him.
Yeah, because
so
they wouldn't
probably
know.
Still, right.
Because they wouldn't know, because they're,
Right.
To knock the followers.
There's, exactly. So, I feel bad for Neil Kashkari because I like what he has to say. Mm-hmm. He hasn't got a rat's
snowball.
Chance. Yeah, it isn't going to happen.
I don't know. I mean, his name is pretty out there. He's got a lot of commercials.
Look, Governor Brown almost hit 60% in the primary, right?
That's right.
And he spent a total of $47. Okay, $47.
Yeah.
He's sitting with $20 million. Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, okay? It's done.
There you go. Right after the 4th of July, though, we're going to start seeing a lot of campaigning here. A lot. Tom Lackey, Steve Fox. Now we'll see the campaign push start.
Yeah.
Okay? Then it'll ease up a little bit, and then it'll go again. And right after Labor Day, that's it. Okay?
Full force, yeah.
And people are already making plans to, okay, well, let's see. If this happens, then I do this. If this happens, then I do that.
Oh, yeah.
If Steve Knight makes it to Congress, then there has to be a special election. That opens up a Senate seat here. People are already, the plans are there. The playbook is out.
Yeah.
It's already there. I'm waiting to see, though, if there was a special election. Star Moffat may jump in, I would imagine.
I thought she was going to run.
She's planned on running for 2016.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. But, in a special election, you got to have all the money. You got to have it right now.
Well, okay? I think she could do that.
I don't know. That's a tough deal. Okay? Mm-hmm. I'll tell you somebody that could do it.
Who?
That will have enough money would be Steve Fox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should he not make it to the assembly?
Yeah.
He'll have the money to make it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be kind of interesting. I'm getting a couple of things that says check our Spreaker.
Oh, what's wrong with Spreaker?
I don't know. I'm getting some of that. There's a fraud and perjury
broadcasting
trial underway now for ex-councilman and ex-assemblyman Richard Alarcon.
Oh, it sounds like Chicago.
No, this is the same as Senator Wright with the hey, I lived in this district and this is the deal. Mm-hmm. This is the same thing. When he lived in Sylmar, my sister lived next door to this guy. That's all I'm going to say about that. But it's interesting because and Wendy Gruhl is going to be called to testify. Because apparently, he had some off-the-record conversations with her. Okay, but it's going to be interesting because, for whatever reason,
how do you testify on some off-the-record conversation?
This is what he told me.
But it was off the record.
Well, so what?
So what's the point of saying it's off the record?
That's what Wendy said. It was off the record. Okay, they had conversations. Apparently, what happened was
in other words, don't tell her nothing because she's telling.
Yeah, it's when he ran for election. It's where was the couple's permanent residence. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is not the first time Richard Alarcon has had issues and been in court. He's kind of got his own parking spot. But he lived in Panorama City, but he ran in the 2nd District, which was Sun Valley. Okay? But his primary residence was in
Panorama
one.
City?
Yeah, but he's claiming it was in another. And his wife owned a house in one, and he owned a house in another, and but they want to put him in jail.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, wait a minute. What about Senator Wright? He was convicted of 7 felonies, or was it 8?
I don't know.
Okay, they want to put him in jail too.
I just think jail should be for hardened criminals. People that are a danger to us walking the street. Why are we going to spend money on people that are trying to scheme off the system? Just strip them of everything.
Is a hardened criminal a sheriff's deputy that accepts money to change a ticket?
Not to me.
Okay, because he's up for 8 years.
Yeah,
and 4
I
months,
know. I know.
For accepting a bribe.
And I think strip him from police force.
Just fire him.
Yeah. Never to be hired again, though.
Well, I don't know.
Like, don't go. He should be able to go to another county.
He'll go to another state.
He should never be able to have a job in law enforcement.
LASD hired a lot of officers from other departments.
I know that were fired.
Yeah, that were fired.
Yep.
That shouldn't be in law enforcement today.
And isn't that amazing?
They claim they made a mistake.
Stop playing.
That's what they claim.
Yeah, I know.
They claim they made a mistake.
It's just terrible.
Okay, so
do you have to be a certain age to apply for the police department?
I would imagine 21.
No, I'm saying you can't be older than a certain age.
Yeah, a 35.
Well, isn't that discrimination?
Yeah, that's ageist.
No, it's the same thing as the military.
Isn't that discrimination?
No, they feel that you can't do the job if you're over 35 and you're
Why?
starting. I don't know.
Don't you think that's...
I don't know.
I mean, because maybe you need somebody with a little sense, and is not young and dumb.
Someone like me that's seasoned
individual.
I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah, you totally are. And you don't have to be the cop that's running, listen, any job in the police department you have to be under 35?
Yeah, I think that's the breaking point there.
So you can't be a secretary for the police department at 36?
No, I'm talking about on the street.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a police officer.
I think that's not accurate. Because I know a lot of 40-year-olds that can outrun and outdo what 20-year-olds do.
But I believe that it's 35. It could be 40. But that's it.
I just don't think it's right. Military too. Maybe you don't get the calling to want to serve until you get older.
I think it's unfair too, but I don't know that it's discrimination.
Physical stuff,
right, that's what it should be. As long as you can pass the physical, and do they have to take a test every year for the physical?
Yeah.
No, they can't, because I see these big old fat gut cops.
Wow.
Really?
There's no way
like that way to say it?
Yeah, I do see them. You don't see them?
Yeah.
Not out here. I don't see them out here.
Heavy set police officers.
Well, I'm just saying they're not doing the 3 mile jogs.
I was watching Cops about a week ago, and but he kept going.
Yeah.
Yeah, he chased him down.
You seen the one with the one-legged guy? The one-legged cop?
Oh, see.
That's Cops, yeah. He was just chugging along. Yeah,
he should get Petraeus' leg. I mean, not Petraeus. Yeah. What was his name?
He had the little springy thing. He was going along. Boop, 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 boop.
Wow.
Caught the guy, tackled him.
He got a little bounce in his step.
Yeah. See?
When I was growing up, one of the greatest stores to go to was Radio Shack.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? That was one of the greatest stores.
Okay.
I order pizzas at Little Caesars that take a little extra time, just so I can have some time to kill at the Radio Shack next to it.
Well,
they don't have anything in it now. Back in the day, they used to have all kinds of stuff, but now it's so sparsely stocked.
Because they're not unique anymore.
Yeah.
You used to go there and be able to buy all kinds of stuff, and you could go home and build stuff, and they were the place. Yeah, they're no good. Yeah. Their stock just dropped below $1 a share.
Wow.
And they are at risk of being delisted by the New York Stock Exchange. If it holds there below $1 a share for a month, they go off and they go to the penny stock.
Oh,
poor baby.
Which means when you hit penny stock, when you're on the pink sheet, you're going out of business.
that stings.
You're done. But that's Radio
There's
Shack. That's kind of
There's
sad.
little weird things I
Okay.
need sometimes that you can't get it. They don't have it. at Best
But they don't
Buy.
even have it
They don't have it at
anymore.
Walmart.
Yeah.
No, they got the little drawers and stuff with
I see.
capacitors and resistors and things that I need.
No, we need to do something about Walmart. Walmart is way too big.
They're like Microsoft.
Well, no, I like Microsoft.
Yeah, don't
but
compare them
Yeah.
with Microsoft.
Well, I'm just saying, though. Okay?
It's
a legal monopoly.
It's terrible.
It's not illegal. You can buy Apple if you're self-destructive enough.
Oh, come on. Even
You
Leo.
hate yourself.
Even Leo is
He's
much more a fan of Apple.
What did you
Okay.
listen to the rest of the show where he
But
said
he-
he's switching all of his high-end editing gear over to Windows and Adobe Premiere because Apple has given up on the high-end users?
Yeah, but that's the only thing he's doing. But he absolutely loves Apple. Angie has no idea who we're talking about.
No, I love my iPhone and my tab.
I like my iOS devices. I don't care for the Mac computer.
I'm switching gears real quick. We covered a story about a year ago out of Florida about a woman. Her name is Marissa Alexander. She was 33 years old. She was sentenced to 20 years in prison after firing a warning shot in the air during a dispute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With her abusive husband.
Yeah.
All right. She didn't want to shoot him. She fired a warning shot.
Didn't hit
Okay.
nobody.
Didn't hit anyone. All right. For a warning shot, she was sentenced to 20 years in prison.
Yeah, we
All
talked
right?
about her.
Because of that, Governor Rick Scott out of Florida and the state legislature on Friday passed a new law and expanded the Stand Your Ground to include warning shots. Because what happened to her was unfair.
Are they?
Okay.
I thought she was going to be retried.
The appellate court, that's true, okay? For whatever reason, though, it's very interesting because the judge in her case really has it out for her.
Yeah.
Okay? Very unfairly, all right? He really does. The appellate court said she needs to be retried, all right? Which he said he will do. But he will not allow her to apply
What?
the Stand Your Ground law.
No, he needs to
her
be
case.
kicked in his ass.
Okay? He will not allow it.
How do you tell somebody how they should defend themselves?
Right, and I believe clearly, and so does everybody else, including the governor.
Are they going to do something about this judge?
Well, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. This just developed on Friday.
So it's okay to put a round in him, but if you just want to scare him the heck off.
Right, because he whooped your behind. And the guy even testified, yes, I have beat her before.
Yeah.
Yes, she was scared.
See, that's why when I had...
She had witnesses, I know.
The husband
Yeah, I
testified
know that.
in her defense.
I know that. Okay?
When I used to have before we got the kids and had the pistol on the nightstand,
Oh, God.
I always had a blank in the chamber. Mm-hmm. That way I didn't have to worry about it. And if you stayed through that, then all bets are off. But
Stay through the click?
no, the blank
Through
was
the
loud.
blank.
The
Oh,
blank
blank.
was loud.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
If you let me cap you in your butt with that blank and still stayed, then you're supposed to get the next one.
Yeah.
I get you.
No, you fire a blank, and the guy's going to go, oh, yeah? Okay.
No, the blank was loud. So I fired that. It shows that I'm willing to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
You should run your butt out the door.
Yes, absolutely.
And that way, there's no property damage, no possibility of damage to him. And you got the message that you need to get out of the house. If you want to stay after that, then it's on you.
Going back to this judge, what does he think he's going to achieve? I mean, no one's going to let this case go. This case happened right at the same time that Zimmerman was found not guilty, and it just plastered the front pages, and this is when we started talking about it. I'm sorry, Steve, I must be talking to myself.
No. I was just going to tell you what the judge said.
What did the judge say?
Okay. Basically, what the judge said, and this is his quote, that we reject her contention that the trial court erred in declining to grant her immunity from prosecution under Florida's Stand Your Ground law. But we remand for a new trial because the jury instructions on self-defense were erroneous. She cannot apply the Stand Your Ground. That's retroactive.
Yeah.
Okay? Mm-hmm. It's not going to happen again. So you can't go backwards. and you can't apply things to back. If we could do that, then we could keep Christopher Hubbard
Yeah.
in jail.
Yeah.
Okay?
You know,
Or in a
you're not
loony
making
bin.
a strong argument
Okay.
against it.
She needs to be. She's not in jail right now, right? She's out on bail.
She's out right now
Fighting
during
this.
appeal.
But she was in jail for a long time.
Right. And really what should happen is the governor should make a phone call, and they should drop this. You know who's prosecuting her? Is the same woman, okay? The same ASA, the same woman that prosecuted George Zimmerman, okay?
Yeah.
And she is hell-bent on getting a conviction,
Not so much with Zimmerman.
okay? Well,
But she learned since then.
Well, it was happening at the same time.
yeah, she is hell-bent on getting this woman convicted, which is
so
wrong.
stupid.
Right.
Like on no level, when you hear the case, it's like, what are you thinking? She was scared to death. He had beaten her butt in the past, and she was scared to death. I mean, it's so obvious.
This
This is why some people don't even want to call the police,
Yeah.
because look at what happened to her.
where she lost credibility was in one silly little one little thing. She claimed that after he broke down the bathroom door, she ran out. She ran to the garage, okay, to open the garage door to get out, but the garage door was broken and she couldn't get out, okay? So the only other thing she thought of was to grab the gun, okay, and fire a warning shot. When they tested the garage and everything else, everything worked fine.
Yeah,
But she could have been in a state of panic
Yes,
and not hit
she
the
was
thing right.
absolutely in a
She had
state
the
of
remote
panic.
upside down. And
Yes, the
and
lock
I
was
know.
on the door.
Yeah.
Come on,
I
now.
know.
That's stupid.
Please.
But that's where she lost some credibility.
Shouldn't have.
They,
But
you
for
know,
whatever
if
reason-
she had a good attorney, that should have been explained right away.
Yeah.
Because that's silly.
Just-
Some people can't even turn the light on good if you're scared to death.
You know, I understand that, maybe if she had shot him 19 times, okay?
Yeah,
I get all that.
yeah.
But here it was just a warning shot,
Right.
okay?
In a house.
In self-defense.
In a house or an apartment.
With a child, a 1-week-old child,
Right.
all right?
Right.
Was
Was it a house or an apartment, though?
I don't know. I don't know.
I want to say it was a house. So she knew there was no one above her, and it was in the corner. She shot towards the corner.
And that ended it. And then he backed off, right?
Of course.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I don't think she should be prosecuted.
No.
No.
Okay, at all. I think they should
Poor thing.
totally leave her alone. Did you see the story about the federal prison in Victorville?
No.
That's on a military base over there, or an old
It's
military.
across the street from it.
It's across the street.
Yeah, you pass between the military base and that prison. That's where John Walker Lynn, the American Taliban, is.
The
Really,
American
out here?
Taliban?
Yeah. Yep.
No kidding. The bearded guy.
Yeah.
Well, of course. It's Taliban. That's a given.
Yep, that's where
They're
he
not
is.
all bearded
What's up with these Americans that are flipping?
Yeah.
because they're crazy.
I mean, what are they reading? And see, this is why I tell you, in school we got to have critical thinking. We got to teach them how to critically think in school
Yeah.
before they go out and somebody blows smoke up their butt and they believe it.
Every once in a while, you find one that's not wired correctly, and he tends to go that way. Okay.
These are people making conscious choices.
Well,
Yeah,
as
'cause they're
conscious as their
disaffected.
brain
They
will
feel
allow
like
them.
The whole world is against them, and here's somewhere that they can make a difference, and they can make
They
a
are
name for
idiots.
themselves. And they,
I'm going to get on a plane and go to Jordan and go try to find some ISIS group to get... What? And you don't have a head anymore, then what you going to do?
Yeah.
Or they're going to strap you with some stuff talking about going to the liquor store right there. What?
yeah, you get your 40 virgins afterwards.
And
You
why
see-
would you want 40 virgins anyway?
I look back to that comic. I don't know if it was a Far Side or
Don't
what.
look at
but
me like that.
This guy, this guy was all ready. He's at the gates to heaven. And he says, "Okay, where's my 40 virgins?" And the guy behind the gate points up, and there's all these red-headed computer geeks.
Ah,
That was funny. That would be sweet justice.
that's nasty. I don't know why anybody would want 40 virgins anyway.
Well, so two guys in their prison cells.
Well, the guy you're looking for, the one that wants sister wives,
Who's looking for what?
Angie.
What about him?
Well, you want a guy that wants sister wives.
Yeah, but
the
I'm
same
not a
kind of-
virgin.
Oh,
Well, I am now, but
no.
I think after a certain period of time,
You pop that zucchini.
You get to go back and wear the white dress.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just leave it at that. Okay?
You were waiting to be able to say that too, huh?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I could have done better. But
I wish we had some of the zucchini footage to show right now.
Yeah.
What is he? What?
Leave it alone.
Okay, I'm not even going to touch it. So the FBI yesterday put out a statement regarding the 2 men that died in their prison cells at the Victorville prison. Mm-hmm. Okay?
They were in the same cell?
I don't know if they were in the same cell or... No, I believe that they were in different cells.
How'd they die?
Okay. Well, the FBI said they suspect it was homicide.
Yeah?
Do you think?
It could have been off the fumes from that home-brewed alcohol that they had under.
No, I think one guy was stabbed to death.
Oh.
Is what I'm thinking.
Well, I mean...
I think that's what I saw.
And these are Taliban guys?
No, who said that?
I'm sorry.
It was a federal prison. That's some of what they have in there,
Sorry.
but that's not.
What were their crimes?
Is it? I don't know. They're not releasing their names.
Oh, really?
No. Is that a maximum security prison out there?
Yes, sir.
Is there also...
Well,
now, that's a federal
doesn't that
prison.
happen in maximum security prisons?
Does that happen?
Yeah, I said, doesn't that happen?
Yeah.
When you're in there forever, and everybody is too, somebody get on your nerve,
Yeah.
you just take them out, and it's like, you're not going to get it any worse.
Right, because you're already in there for life, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So
No incentive not to.
Right.
what else can happen?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I got it. Since we're talking about prison, okay. The alternative to
Oh, my God.
the alternative to lethal injection. Okay?
That's got to be a joke.
Yeah.
It is a joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a joke.
I enjoyed watching that though.
And
That was
but it's interesting.
Fascinator.
There are people that really think that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for those of you listening, there's a video that is up, and it's made to look kind of like a CNN news video, okay? And they're talking about an alternative that was happening in the state of Ohio to lethal injections. And what it was it's a machine, and it had these arms, okay?
Yeah.
And it worked very fast, and apparently...
they smeared the arms down with lidocaine. You know.
Right. Okay, with an anesthetic. And the machine just came in and tilted over you and grabbed you by the neck and very quickly ripped your head off.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was painless.
And then just slammed your head.
Yeah, just bashed your head so your brain wouldn't see that, you know. Because
Yeah,
they say the brain lives for a while.
Yeah. And people were commenting on this, and hey, this is kind of cool.
And towards your
You
body.
know, yeah, Jeffrey went to the extreme, with his thing.
What I thought was kind of funny, it was
You
like...
actually liked my comment.
Yeah, I thought it was funny because they were like, it's very quick, it's very painless, and nobody has to press the button because the minute you fall in that seat, your head's coming off.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, you cleaning, you got to clean that area one day, and oops, you fall down.
Yeah, you're laying on your belly with your hand up there wiping the seat.
That was something right out of Total Recall.
And what about the
Yeah.
one with all the bodies, and they just get crushed,
Just
all of
mushed
them
them in the
together?
wall like that. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
it's all in
down
there.
the road. Yeah.
It's in the same
It's
thread?
in Texas.
Yeah.
That one's in
No,
Texas.
that's a crazy.
And there was another one too, Jeff. What was the other one? Take the head off, crush, and something else.
Oh, shoot. I don't remember the last
I don't remember what it was.
But it shows you that I don't think there was anyone there that said anything that was against the death penalty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
What?
There was Patricia Perkins, I think her name was.
Yeah. Okay. So much for privacy. Go ahead.
Oh!
Well, it's Facebook.
Yeah, it's Facebook.
What
She put it on
expectation
there.
of privacy do you
Okay.
have if you make a
And
comment
she was
on
like,
a
it's
Facebook
inhumane, and it's... Yeah, no. She commented against it. Same as I
Against
did.
the chair or the death penalty?
The death penalty.
Okay, there was one. I'm telling you, overwhelmingly, across the country. Okay?
post? Yeah, I'd pay to watch that thing in action.
Sick.
Ah.
I sit in a room with sick individuals.
The Boston bomber, okay, when he's convicted, death penalty?
Is that what he's going to... That's what
I'm
he's gonna
asking
get,
you.
right?
Yeah, they're going for it.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Life imprisonment.
Why?
Because he just needs to be off the street.
Why should he be allowed one
you know
minute
what?
of happiness that his victims don't get to have? Why should he be allowed that?
Well,
Because
I think,
as bad as it can get, he's going to get at least one smile the rest of his life that the
yeah,
families
because you
of those
get
victims
accustomed
want
to
him
it.
have.
Yeah. No, I get all that. Well, I mean, I make this argument all the time. I can't do the death penalty. I can't. The purpose is to keep me safe, keep the citizens safe, and you can do that by keeping them in jail for the rest of their life.
But the problem is they don't do that. Look at Christopher Hubbard.
Well, no,
That
his
that
sentence
should have been a capital crime, and he should have been gone, and we wouldn't be discussing him right
no,
now.
his
No
sentence should have been life imprisonment or life in a mental institution,
Which is what it would be today.
Which is what it should have been, and they need to go back and fix him.
No,
Yeah.
I could, yeah.
Yeah, but I just
If the state
you know,
wants to send me, they don't have to pay me. I'll do it for free, pro bono, and I can take care of that issue real quick and sleep
I just don't
good.
believe in the death penalty. Period.
Well, okay.
Because that's vengeance. You guys are talking vengeance, and we're not
Okay.
supposed to be. We're supposed to be talking about punishment. And the punishment is that you don't get society for the rest of your life.
Well, okay. I know you guys aren't doing too much on Twitter, right?
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while. There's a Cal Channel. Cal Channel is the official Twitter handle of the California State Legislature.
Okay.
And they just retweeted
Tweeted,
Guidance Charter School High School
Yes!
in Palmdale
What?
Nice.
receives Civic Learning Award of Merit.
Wow.
Nice.
That came from the state legislature, and it just happened.
Wow.
So that's very cool.
Nice.
Yeah. They had a little thing going, so I hit them up last night and asked them if they would, and they said yeah.
Very cool.
So I thought that's kind of cool. You know? They were planning over the weekend, Border Patrol in Texas was planning on flying 300 illegal immigrants to California from Texas because they're out of room.
they get our jobs and we get their illegal aliens.
Right.
Nice. Yeah. Good job, Perry.
Shouldn't you have to ask for permission? I mean, how do you just...
This is the federal
Don't.
government.
Yeah.
Okay? Look, Governor Brewer in Arizona, she told them stop, and they said, yeah, okay, we'll stop when we feel like it. We're going to keep doing this.
Dang, it's amazing.
Okay?
So what happened? Why didn't we get them?
They stopped at the last minute and decided, hey, we're not going to do this right now. We're going to rethink this. Maybe we'll do it in a couple of days. Okay? But right now, we're going to stand down, but we may reactivate our plan in the next day or
Drop them in
two.
Alaska.
Okay?
Hey, there's plenty of free space.
No,
there.
you don't want to. And you know what's
Make
really
them work on a
critical to
pipeline.
this whole thing is there are a lot of kids,
Yeah.
children, without parents. Okay,
What is going on?
that are traveling through the desert.
Do you know what
for
the thing
days.
is? You know what the thing is? They're not segregating these kids. That's what's bad. Because
Yeah.
now, kids will be kids, and you know what happens, and then all of a sudden you got a U.S. citizen being born, and then that gets all the rest of the family up. They can all apply in for that.
Oh, because you're thinking they're teenagers together?
There's a lot of nookie going on in those places, and they're not segregating the boys and girls.
Just to give you an idea of how bad it is, from October of last year through present, okay, just only coming through the Rio Grande Valley, Border Patrol has made more than 174,000 arrests. Okay? That's more than the population of either Lancaster or Palmdale.
It's like a
Okay?
bad roach infestment.
Okay? What an analogy. That's, you know what? You're going to get some hate mail on that one. Okay? But you can't, the problem is
They
now
don't have
that
a big enough
they have
Gatorade.
they have kids that have no adults with them.
Yeah.
Okay? They have siblings that are all separated,
Yeah, that's terrible.
all right? And they're all coming to America because they want opportunity. They want opportunity.
Somebody lied to them.
No, and should we do something to give people opportunity?
How bad could it be in Mexico, yo? Dang.
Yeah, why don't you clean up your own house? Why can't you do that?
They've got economic problems there as well.
But there's-
Yeah.
Okay.
The natural I go back and back to it. The natural resources are through the roof there. If they just have a revolt and throw these
Yeah,
people out.
because they
Get
got
off
their
your
own little
butt.
Al-Qaeda.
Yeah. But get off your butt and
What do you
clean
mean?
your own
Because
house.
of the drug cartel?
Yeah.
Did you read the story about the head
Then
of
legalize the pot
Yeah.
here, and that'll that'll castrate the drug cartel.
Legalize the pot there and cocaine. Just legalize drugs because you guys are way out of control.
Okay.
What happened to the mob after Prohibition?
Right.
It hurt.
And then it cuts them at the knees.
Yeah.
You can't start legalizing cocaine.
They should in Mexico because they can't have
Why not?
law
If
enforcement.
somebody here is stupid enough to get hooked on it,
Exactly. I mean, people get hooked on alcohol and lose their families.
We're going to
and
end
all
up.
kinds of stuff.
We would end up with a state or a country that. I mean, can you imagine that would be out of control?
I don't know why you think
The
that
ones on
because it's
cocaine
illegal,
would be
people
coming
are
up
not
with a scheme
doing
to
it.
save the world, okay? And then the ones on pot would be lazy.
I have no
Pardon me,
desire
lazy.
to do any of that stuff.
Neither do I. Neither will
And I
I.
think there's quite a few people like Angie and I.
Yeah.
And if, you know...
Make your own choices.
The jails and prisons are full of people.
Exactly.
okay?
So
Yeah.
open the dang
On drug
doors because they
convictions.
want to be druggies. And because it's not helping them. How many times do they keep going to jail for the same offense? Because they love that crack pipe.
I don't know. There used to be an airstrip out around Quartz Hill somewhere. Mm-hmm. Am I going back to like the 60s?
No, I remember seeing it when I was a kid.
When you were a
Why?
kid?
What are you
70s
talking
sometime.
about the airstrip for?
I met a guy at a function.
You can
Uh-huh.
still kind of see the outline of it if you're traveling Avenue M. You can make out where parts of it was.
I met a guy at a function up here who, for years, what he did was fly drugs out of Mexico
Oh, snap.
and landed his private plane there. This is up here in the Antelope Valley.
All right, we're out of time.
Okay, I'm just mentioning that. I happen to do that. We are? We're
And
done?
we're the ones that
Yeah.
sound like we might have been
Okay.
doing something. But he got a friend that used to... Yeah, okay.
No, I didn't say a friend. I just met somebody. Okay? Tomorrow on the show, we're going to be talking about some really cool things that are happening here at the Guidance Charter High School. It's going to be very cool for next year. We'll talk about that, and we'll tell you more about that later. Have a wonderful day, and we'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Okay.